What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing Dirt 4 once again. This is going to be separate from the career mode series that I'm doing on my channel at the moment. This is basically just going to be a gameplay of something a little bit different. It's going to be RallyCross. This is a discipline of rally where you basically square off against a few other cars on a track. In particular, this one today what we're going to be doing is Lydden Hill. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun racing in the supercar division of RallyCross, so the fastest cars you can get in this category. So yeah, we'll have a go at this. And for those of you who don't know what RallyCross is, I'll show you guys just a really quick introductory video to show you guys what RallyCross is all about.
RallyCross features high-pressure, high-adrenaline circuit races held in motorsport arenas in front of large crowds. You must control vehicles ranging from Super 1600s to the almighty Supercars. You need to take a joker lap at least once per race, and you will have a spotter who will help you decide when to take it so that you can come out on top. Rallycross events are composed of qualifying heats, semi-finals and finals. 16 opponents and mixed surfaces stand between you and the top step of the podium. There will be contact. Damage can be repaired after every race, but you'll need to keep the car together over the whole event.
So that's a brief introduction to RallyCross. This is going to be my first time pretty much doing this, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to go. Rally driving is so much different to circuit racing and Formula 1, so we're pretty much going to have a tough time of things. We're broken into 4 different groups of 4, and this is my very first heat, so hopefully we're on the pace.
Use the joker lap to your advantage. You only need to take it once. If you miss it, you'll get a time penalty. Alright, good luck today. Give it your best.
Okay, let's see how we go. We're in the Ford Focus RS on the inside of the track, and the timing of our joker could decide our race here. But 3 red lights for our very first RallyCross event in Dirt 4. And we are finally underway. They held the lights for an absolute age there, and it looks like I probably missed the start as well. So it's down to 4th place for us, and just look at the plumes of dirt being thrown up behind. It's not a good place to be when you're stuck in the pack and following in the dirt. But I think we're going to cross over into the road now, and that gives me a little bit of a reprieve, and I can actually see where we're going now. But yeah, just getting a handle of this Ford Focus RS. These guys are going really slowly on the run up to this hairpin, and basically had nowhere to go. I was pretty much boxed in, so had to slot in behind. But if you guys haven't seen RallyCross before, I think this is pretty much anything goes. Contact happens a lot, rubbing's racing as they say, and that's 4 wide. 4 wide in my very first lap in my first heat of RallyCross, and I think we're going to go around the outside of that mini there. No, we're actually pulling in for our joker lap, and I've actually spun on the joker lap. It must be said that it took me some time to get used to this car. The braking was very, very unstable. The brake bias, for whatever reason, was wound to the rear so much, and so whenever I leaned on the car very heavily into corners, I would lose the back end, and you'll probably see that quite a bit over the course of these first 2 heats. But yeah, we're just getting a feel for it at the moment. It doesn't matter if we don't win this particular heat. We have 4 heats, and then from there, of the 16 drivers, the top 12 go through to the final. So I'm just trying to find my feet at the moment. But yeah, like I said, with the struggling with the braking, and when running in my own pace in clear air, that's when I made mistakes because I was pushing too hard. But in that heat, we got 8th place overall out of the 16 drivers, so I was very surprised to be in that position in my first heat. But we're in the service area now between heats, and this is where you can come to fix your vehicle. We've got some damage to the dampers in the suspension, and bodywork and the lights, so we'll fix those up. It only takes 7.5 minutes to fix those up, and I think we have something like 30 to 40 minutes to fix the car before the next event starts. And there we go. Speaking of starts, that was a false one for us. I accidentally
You need to take a double joker because you jumped the start.
We have to take a double joker because we jumped the start. Basically what happened was I let my finger off the B button. It's so easy to do on my wheel, unfortunately, but here we go again for take number 2 of Heat 2, and away we go. We got mugged off the start once again. One car pulls in for their Joker lap straight away. I think that might be the strategy, so I might try that again next time if I'm positioned correctly to take the Joker lap straight away and just get out of the traffic. That is a bit of a strategy that you can play, but at the end of the first lap we take our first Joker, and again we're still struggling with the brakes. I think after the second heat I actually changed the brake bias to a more forward position, and it gave me more confidence under brakes, and I think you'll notice that in the final 2 heats. But because we took 2 Joker laps, that really killed our pace. It is slower to do the Joker lap, so it meant that I was a long way off the pack and ended up in last place with a time of 3 minutes 6 seconds.
Alright, put it behind you and move on.
And that's not going to do my standings too well. We've dropped now to 10th. Or we got 10th in this one. I'm not entirely sure, but for whatever position you get in the heats, you get points for that, and then there's like a kind of championship tally that adds up, that makes you qualify for the final. So this is heat number 3. Again, some minor fixes for the car to send it back out, and this is when I made the changes to the brake bias and I found a lot more confidence. So I'm going to take my own advice here and pull in for the Joker laps straight away, get myself out of traffic. It seems like when these guys all run together in a pack, like in any racing really, you can get held up. So you can almost, even though it's not a pit stop, it's almost like an undercut. You take the pain early, get some clean air, and then catch up. These 2 in front haven't actually taken that Joker yet, and we've actually caught up to them at this point. And I was unsighted for that final chicane because of the dirt plumes that I kind of cut that bit of the track, and unfortunately that is under investigation by the stewards. We could be getting a penalty our way at the end of this heat, which is very unfortunate. We moved to the lead though because of our really tidy run so far, and I think we are probably going to go on to win this one as we go into the final lap now. Final chicane, we do in fact cross the line, but unfortunately we have some bad news.
You've been given a time penalty for exceeding track limits.
So we got a 10-second penalty for running wide of that final chicane halfway through that race. So 10 seconds to be added on, and I think that put me down in 11th. And that 11th placing drops us down to 14th overall in the total heats points. So we're not looking good at the moment, even though it is fairly close between like 14th to like 10th. We really need to pull out a good result here in the final heat so that we can get ourselves inside the top 12 and qualify for the semi-finals of this Rallycross event. 3 red lights and away we go for the final heat of the day. And we need to make sure that we perform well. Unfortunately, I wasn't positioned to the left-hand side of the track to take my Joker lap, so I have to stick it out with the pack at the moment. It looks like we might be leading at this stage, so it looks like we're going for track position at this stage, and if we can just hold on to it, we might... Oh no, we've taken the Joker lap. So there we go, we've come out, and it looks like it's position number 3 with the 2 cars in front of us. No, there's only 1 car in front of us, and he's taken his Joker as well as we run side by side through the hairpin. A bit of argy-bargy, and we get through into first place. So this is exactly the result we need, but we need to keep pushing. We need to make up so much time so that we can get first place overall out of all the 16 drivers. And unfortunately, I had a bad run through that corner. Got undercut there by Hansen, and he has taken the lead once again. So hopefully I can get in front of him. It's really annoying with it that he's in front of me because he's actually holding me up quite a bit. When you're in different groups, not everyone's the same pace. There are some drivers that are quicker than others, and this one seems to be a slightly slower group, but we're going to try and take advantage of that and get to the lead like we have now, and let's just please put in a really clean final lap. Second place is really putting the pressure on. It's a 3-man train, but it wasn't enough. We went on to win, and that's the best time I've set all day.
Yes, nice one. That is a win.
So we came in clutch there and pulled that one out right when we needed it. Second place overall out of the 16 drivers, and only 6/10 away from the best time out of everyone there. So in terms of the standings, that moves us up to 7th place, and we qualify for the semi-finals, which was really, really good in the end. 9 points clear of Solberg in 12th place. So, can breathe a sigh of relief. But now that we're in the semis, the intensity just gets kicked up a notch. We now have 6 people in the races, but now we have a 6-lap race as well. So the endurance kind of comes into it now. 3 red lights and away we go for the semi-finals. Are we going to pull in for the Joker lap? Yes, we do. And it looks like we were the only one. So this could be a good strategy for us. Hopefully, as long as we don't catch up too quickly to the pack in front. I could kind of see in a 6-man race how this could be a problem if everyone stays out and maybe one person at the front breaks away like Hansen is doing at the moment. We've got a spotter prediction in the top right-hand corner. It says we could be first or second, as someone has spun and we actually almost got T-boned by one of those guys. So it's P4 at the moment. One person pulls in for their Joker and we should jump those guys as well. The only 2 people in front of me haven't taken their Joker lap. It's going to be close between myself and Hansen here to see who is going to get the effective lead once all the Joker laps have been taken into consideration. The final 2 take theirs, and this is going to be very close for us and the leader here. And there he goes, Hansen round the outside. We've got better momentum, and we take the lead of this Rallycross Grand Prix. Yes, I said Grand Prix. Get over it. I'm an F1 fan, but yeah, there we go. All we need to do now, it doesn't matter about times now. It's only the top 3 qualifiers on track who qualify for the next round of the finals, and that's a replay of us overtaking Hansen for the lead. This Rallycross racing is awesome. I gotta say, this is post-com by the way, but when I was driving, it was so intense. You really had to push the car. The car was so loose to drive, and you just had to get it sideways and get on the power as early as you could. And
well done.
it was so fun. Honestly, so fun. A completely different discipline to Formula 1, and I was really, really enjoying it. Race results, we got first place with a time of 4 minutes 17. We actually beat the other group by 10 seconds in terms of their race time. So I was pretty confident heading into this final event of the day. This is the final, if that makes sense. So we've got quite a bit of repairs to put on the car, but we managed to get those all fixed up and tuned away for the final here. So my confidence all day has just been growing and growing and growing, and we've got to the point now where we're in the final and we could potentially win this thing so long as we keep it clean.
So your opponent just did a jump start, so they will have to take 2 Jokers.
Well, that's reassuring to know. That takes 1 person out of contention, so a false start for us. And, well, no, not for us, for the whole group, but here we go, 3 red lights once again for the final of the Rallycross event. And once again, they hold us for an absolute age, and away we go. Looks like, again, didn't have the best of starts, but I think it was a slightly staggered start, so there's nothing we could really do. I think we held on to position pretty much, but it's so argy-bargy. Someone's on my outside there, and we hold on to position 3 for the moment. When are we going to take out Joker, though? We are literally right in the pack here. If the front 2 can keep up a decent pace, I might stay out with them and just see what they do, but if they're going too slow like they are now and battling, then it might be worth pulling in for the Joker and seeing what Clean Air can do for us. Running into the back of the... is that a Citroen? I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know these cars too well, so I apologise about that, but I will get to know them over the course of this game. I will come back to this very much so. I love this discipline of racing, and I can't wait to check it out in career mode. But we got the inside of Peter Solberg into position number 2, and he actually does the cutback on us around the outside. We should have this position, and we do by the time we get to the next left-hander. So there's a bit of an air gap to the leader now, and hopefully we can close that in the next lap or 2. Only 2 people behind us have taken their Joker, and the spotter prediction is position 2 at the moment. We've just got to make these inroads on the leader here, which we're doing. He's actually got a bit of his door hanging loose, and it's opening a bit. That's not going to be doing his aerodynamics too well, but we try and hang around the outside of Hansen here, who it seems like we've been battling all day, and we actually squeezed us up onto the curb, and we just had to do an absolute... I don't know what that was. The wheel work was amazing, just trying to save that as we moved into the lead, and we've actually taken out Joker in the process as well. But what a wild few moments there for the lead of the race with Hansen, who, like I said, we've been battling all day throughout the group stages. We've got to the point in the final where we're now fighting for the win. So, yeah, we're in the pack now amongst guys who have made their Joker lap, and this is absolutely manic. Up the inside of those two guys, Hansen is up front in clean air, and I think he might rejoin in the lead once he does make his Joker lap. The final two have pulled in now. And the spotter prediction says first place. And it is first place as Hansen makes his Joker lap. He's actually nowhere. 5th place. He was effectively in the lead battling with me, but he must have had a really terrible last lap there, losing a lot of ground. And now we've been left out front to pretty much cruise to victory here. Last lap of the final. And we just got to navigate the final chicane. And there we go. It's a win in Rallycross.
Yes, nice one. That is a win.
Man, that was so intense. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think I'd win the overall thing. I would have been happy to make it through to the semi-finals, but things just really fell into our favour there in the final. We grew confidence through each heat that we did, and I made some changes to the car, and that suited my driving style a bit. And there we go. First place. And some pretty handy prize money going our way, which is actually going to help us in career mode as well. It actually ranks us up to level 7, which makes us a tenderfoot. So whatever that is, I'll take it. But that's been this video for today, guys. A first look at Rallycross. I can't wait to check this out in career mode and do a lot more races on this. This was just my first race. So can you imagine what it's going to be like when we return to it in career mode and bump up the difficulty to the absolute highest difficulty. I think we're on the 2nd highest, but yeah, if that's just a teaser for what we're in for, then Dirt 4 is going to be absolutely sick. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content, and until my next one, guys, I'll see you next time.